Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the Dungeon Lounge. It's me, Elizabeth, here to work on the Imperial Sun. Also, try and stay warm. It's cold. I got a sweater on. Hello, Teacup. Rock on, rock on. All right, so my plan today is to start work on the tabard thingy. I have finally figured it out, what I'm going to do. It's nothing anything crazy, but first things first, I do realize I got to clean up a little bit of the I don't know how well it's coming through, but like there's a little bit of the chains that attach it that I need to clean up a little bit first. So we're going to do that, which means we need our good friend Tarnish Brass. Hello, Wenif. It's sweater weather, isn't it? I had to exercise some banshee authority today. I got home from work and someone was parked in my designated spot. And I had to reassert my spottage. Because they're not allowed to park in my spot. It's mine. It's 58 in your house. Nice. I'm not too sure what our temperature. We're just around 0 right now. In sense making degrees. But I don't know what that. Okay. That's pretty nice. Yeah, for sure. You need a bit of a sweater. You can't just go out, but it's still very like manageable. Sounds nice. Indoors even. For some reason, I always thought Florida was always hot. Just because I remember one year I went at Christmas to Disney World, and it was like 25 to 30 with humidity the whole time. And it was like it was not a gentle humidity. It was a soupy humidity. And I was just like, Where's my pencil? Here's my pencil. Okay. Oh, yeah, I wanted to do the tabard thing first. Or no, the chain. The words. What brush do I want for that? Ugh. Yeah, this one will do. Brush, please. I don't need. I need the cap still. Wearing socks with my toes. Ooh, and then I'll be back to soup. Aww. Supposed to not be bad forever. But yeah. How is everybody? Did anyone watch The State of Play? They had a new trailer for Octopath Traveler 0. Which reminds me, I have not finished Octopath Traveler 1 or even started Octopath Traveler 2. Tee-hee. I should do those things, but I haven't. Please don't judge me too harshly. One is good? Yeah. I enjoyed the parts of when I played. It's just a kind of like the unfortunate thing that sometimes happens with me on these things is sorry, what to put it? I'm not engaged in everybody's story is the best way to put it. Like some characters I'm like, oh, I really like this. I want to know how they're doing. I want to progress. And there's other characters I'm just like, you could go. I don't need to know how you're doing. 202 wasn't good? Oh no. Because I remember liking I believe her name is Primera. I liked hers, the bits I played a bit, and I liked the thief guy, whose name I've forgotten. But there was like a girl who's like, I'm gonna be a merchant, and I'm like, you could fall off a boat for all I care. I'm sure your story is meaningful and has things and blah 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 blah. I'm me Primera. Okay. Oh. You're planning to kill a man, 3 men with crow tattoos? Do you need an accomplice? Oh no. Mm. I am curious if either of you guys have listened to the new Florence and the Machine album, because there was some parts in that album that kind of hit me harder than I expected, where I was like, oh God, hit me. Ah, how dare it be me? I think I got everything I need to on those. Yeah, me neither. Oh, fair enough. It kind of dropped right on October 31st, so I can kind of see it flying under the radar. Like, I get why they picked that date because she kind of went for like a very like Earth Witch type of theme or like pagan witchcrafty thingy, which is fine. So I can kind of see that's why she went for the release. But I think, unfortunately, like I know at least here, like Halloween and then G's game were in that order were the concerns of the day. Maybe Spotify will oblige and put the songs up today. Or maybe it won't. But if you do get the opportunity, I do recommend it. There we go. Okay. So I realized I was complicating the tabard. I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And I just realized, you know what? Let's just put on the initials of the Dungeon Lounge. That way people know what it is. If not evidence from all the other things. But you know what? It's heraldry. You put a shit ton of heraldry all over that bitch. Oh yeah, it'll just be me today. Sasha got the workies. Yeah. I'm gonna try and make them fancy letters. Try and make them fancy ones. That's what we got the pencil out to sketchy out my details. Okay. And then where's the L? Here's the L. Ah. There we go. So I'm gonna try and what I'm hoping to do with this is kind of like the here, I'm gonna grab it. This guy where I did kind of like a lighter red and then bordered it. I'm gonna try and do that like the lighter red again with the kind of like the core of the letters and then maybe outline them if I feel brave enough. We'll see how it goes. Tee. I'm trying to remember if I mixed white in this one. I feel like no, I didn't. Okay. That works. That works for me. Trust the process. Yeah. It's more like trust how steady my hands are going to be. Detail painting is hard with your fingies. Also, I apologize for the state of my fingies. It's very dry up here, and I have not been using enough moisturizer. And my fingies are judging me. Should I use a scoop or something for this, so I still have to use. I don't have to keep using brushes. Oh well. Whoosh. Activate forbidden tea. Right now, it looks like a strawberry. Like a very intense strawberry. Okay. Good. Okay, so I'm going to try and use a thicker brush first to do the thicker part, and then I got a thinner brush. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, strawberry, or raspberry. Are these letters evenly spaced? Probably not. Well, it's coming through pretty good on the camera, at least. Yeah. Just don't tell the kerning police. They'll come after me. They'll be like, "How dare you?" I'll be like, "No, not the kerning police. You should go after Comic Sans, not me." I'm just a lowly single person. I have no control over the fonts of the populace. Eh. Okay, cool. That's not too bad. It is definitely going to need a couple coats because it does definitely show through a week. But I seem to recall I needed to do that with the D20 as well. It needed a couple swooshes, swooshy wooshies. Excusez-moi. I apologize for my slurping sound. Pencil, you're in the way. Okay, there we go. That's good. That's good. Dance, 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 dance. Okay, sorry. I'm a little quiet because I'm all like focus mode on this parts, but oops, hello. Oopsie, oopsie. Oopsie, doopsie. Ah. Okay. Got this, got this. So keep your hand steady. Trying to brace it as much as possible on the model base. Okay. No hand. Don't be shaky. There we go. Okay, it's starting to come through. I think one more coat, and then I can outline it or border it. Whatever I'm doing. The thing. And then I think I just use this for that. I don't think I mixed it. Where'd I put my reference piece? Oh no. Oh no. It was right here. Where did I put it? I've lost it. Rather, I can't have lost it, but it's in a secret hidey spot. Where did you go? Here, little shield. Here. Where did you go? Now I'm starting to feel really dumb. Where did it go? Hello? Little shield. You have to be here. I had you like literally seconds ago. I doubt I threw you in the paint water. Oh, I don't think so. I haven't seen her. Hello? Hello? Was right here. I literally showed it to you. So I knew it existed. That is possible, but I don't. Hmm. Did it fall into my lap? This is becoming strange. I feel like I'm like, like in the, like Sesame Street or like Blue's Clues where it's like, everyone, let's look together. Where is the shoe? And like the shoe's like in a very obvious location, and he like gives like the dramatic 5-second pause. It's like, there's the shoe. After I can't find the shoe. There's the shoe. There it is. I found it. It got hidden behind something else, but I found it. Woo! Da-da-da, there it is. My mouth looked a little intense for a moment there. Yonder a finding of shield. No, foo. Victory now, foo. All right, back to painting. Crisis averted. So earlier this week, I was alerted to a miniature game called Rumble. I think it's called Rumbleverse. And the idea is it's like miniatures, but the miniatures all wrestle. So you could get like a mummy that wrestles, or you could get a ghost that wrestles. Anyways, it would look very silly, and I was like, oh man, this looks like fun. If you're familiar with Blood Bowl, it kind of scratches the same itch as Blood Bowl. Or at least it seems to. There was a miniature called the Duchess, and I was like, oh, fate. There was no Reginald though, and that made me sad. That would have been like double fate. Unfortunately, the place that I found that sells it, they're like in the UK, so shipping will be poop if I were to buy any. Time to bug Lenneth with my scooter. Hee hee. There we go. Do they have any 40K figures in the game? Yeah, I would ultimately, like, I would say they have factions kind of like 40K. Like, cause say for instance, Warhammer Fantasy has a faction called the Tomb Kings, and they have a group of like wrestlers that are all very Egyptian monster themed. So, which is like, yeah, that's probably a little bit of an homage to the Tomb Kings and things like that. So they have like stuff like that. But nah, other like anything too close would be a copyright issue. Though, I mean, as much as you can copyright like the idea of elves for like Warhammer Fantasy, they copyright like the lore, I guess, of their factions, but they can't copyright, you know, a miniature of an elf. Is like, good luck with that. Elves are part of the public domain, as far as I know. I'm not about to test it, I guess is the best way to put it. There was also a buff unicorn, and I thought it was hilarious. Okay. If I recall correctly with the border, yeah, so it's not a mixed color. So I think it's just relic white by its own. I think. Yeah, that does seem to be. Because this is mixed. This is because it is definitely a distinct color. I don't think did I use Corax white? I feel like I did not use Corax white. That would have been too white. Well, I guess I'll start painting, and if it's like if this is too light colored, then I know I've messed up. Hello, Nugget. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Whoop. It's a nugget. I am not squishy. I have become cold and frozen. All my squishes have become icy. And my paint's a goober. Ugh. No, no squishing. No. Also not a cat. Okay, there we go. Brrr. Brrr. All right. So we're going to switch to a very, very thin detail brush, hopefully. I worry about this being too long of a brush. Bristle, no, I don't want to use that. I need it to be small. Small and tiny. I think this will do. Hopefully. All right. So if I go quiet for a little bit, it's because I'm intense focusing on outlining these letters. Much focus. Did I use Pallid Witch Flesh on this? Sorry, I'm like having like a moment of like, did I use Pallid Witch Flesh? No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, intense. I know. I gotta be careful. Sorry if I'm quiet for a little bit. Just intense focus time. Please enjoy the tunes while I enter the painty zone. Oof. Okay, that's not quite. A little thicker than I would have liked. Resist urge to headbang. Headbanging will not do good for detail painty time. Okay, focus, focus. Ooh, okay. Paint's not flowing as well. I think it needs more water. More water. Ooh, okay. Gonna try and clean up this litter just a scoot. Okay. It's not the greatest, but it is okay. I'm sure someone who is much experienced at paint will critique my steadiness of lines, but look, it's an L. Oh, I have someone Lenwith. Lenwith, it's crying time. I'm joking. Not crying time. Unless you want it to be. In which case, hey, you do you. Maybe that's what we should do for the Dungeon Lounge 1,000 subscribers if we ever get there. We are 1,000, sorry, followers, not subscribers. Yeah, L for Wizarbiff. So in this case, it's actually technically L for lounge, but what's the thing? We should just do a sing along to Moulin Rouge for 1,000 followers. So I have a feeling everyone else in the Dungeon Lounge would oppose that suggestion except me. But maybe if you guys bother them enough, they'll do it. Not the problem. At the very least, no floor would be a hard no. Need more. Need more paint. That's a little too much paint. Too much paint again. No, I don't want it. I don't want thick lines. No. Okay, I can fix that. I can fix that. Whew. Okay. A little more water, I think, for more flow. Dramatic painting music. Dun, 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 dun. Whew. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're doing okay. This is harder than I thought. trying to brace my finger as much as possible to prevent the stutter. The more I paint, the more nervous I get. Because it's like, oh, I've done good so far. I don't want to lose it by one bad brushstroke. Ah! Oh, thank you for support, floor dancing. Brushes, you're in my way. Dang it, that bled a little bit more than I would have liked, but I can fix that. We can fix it. Just paint. Because if it goes a little bit thick on the outside, I can always just fix that with a little bit of apocalyptic red. Okay, that is not so bad so far. Look here, I'll kind of give a... Like, you can kind of see like some of the edges are a little rough, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It's not the worst thing I've done in my life. Like a little... Oh, my hand cramped. Just cramping a touch, so we're just going to do a little stretches. I think it's still a little overloaded. Whew, so good so far. Yeah. You can definitely tell which letter I did first and which one I did last. Which is okay. I won't be entering any painting contest with my Imperial son, so he doesn't need the validation. That was not quite how I want the brush to do, but kind of works. Oh, I need more paint. More paint. Paint for the paint gods. There we go. That's not bad. Hopefully it is legible as TDL. Ta-da. Not bad, not bad. You can do a little bit of cleanup. All right. Da 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 da. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get that clean up. Whoa. Okay. And then we'll do some little bit of apocalyptic red to clean out the outside. And that's a good spot. That's a good place. Where is my apocalyptic red? Where are you? You're not it. Still not it. There it is. I found it. Thank you. For the paint, not the desk. Yeah, I think I only need like a drop of that. I do not need much. Oh, oh my goodness. Hello, Fufum. Thank you very much for the gifted sub. You almost scared the crap. Well, you did scare the crap out of me. I was in deep focus. But thank you very much for the gift subbies. Welcome into the Dungeon Lounge. It is me, Elizabeth. I am painting my Imperial Sun. How are you this fine Tuesday? Unless you live in the future where it is Wednesday, in which case I hope it is a fine Wednesday for you. I hope everyone enjoys those gifted subbies. Supplies. I was surprised. I was very surprised. Definitely was surprised. But thank you, thank you. Is there any special occasion for the gift subs, or is it just because you are feeling generous? Is good. I am unable to choose if I should play a game or watch something. Well, I mean, it depends on, I guess, kind of how you're feeling. Then again, there are some games you could just kind of watch. There we go. For the amount of thing I do in subchannels. Well, fair enough, fair enough. It is still very much appreciated, and thank you. Here, for the purposes of the game or watch, what is, if you were to watch something, what would you watch? Or if you were to play a game, what game would you play? We are lacking some of the variables. Okay. There we go. I ain't gonna call it the most perfect lettering I've ever done, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It could be cleaner, but we takes it. I can actually do one little bit of repair bit. This is one of those things where like I could fuss over this lettering for hours, and I shouldn't. I shouldn't. It would be something sci-fi. It would be something turn-based. Ooh. May I recommend Expedition 33, Clair Obscure for turn-based? I'm joking. I'm only half joking if you actually want to play it, though. I swear, if that game does not get nominated for Game of the Year, I'm gonna like throw something. May not win, but I want it to at least be nominated. There we go. Okay. You don't have it? Fair enough. Fair enough. Thank you. I don't know what turn-based games you have. I could keep suggestion, but I don't know if I would reach games that you actually own, because like the last one I played before Expedition 33 was Metaphor. And then, I mean, I'm currently playing Shadow Hearts, which is a PlayStation 2, so that's old. I do know. Grim and I were talking about it. The Game Awards this year falls on a Thursday and his normal streaming day. So we were thinking, I imposed myself. I was like, hey, Grim, do you want to live stream the Game Awards together? And we can like yell at Expedition 33 not getting nominations. And he seems to be down for it. I may have to bribe him with sushi, though. But I am down to bribe people with sushi to get things that I want done. Yeah. So that was like, I know Grim, he said personally he really wants to see Expedition 33 at least get the nod for the soundtrack, because he thinks that Game of the Year may go to another title, but he wants at least best soundtrack to go to Expedition 33. And I mean, I can't think of another game. Like, there's lots of games with good soundtracks, but I can't think of one that like had what Expedition 33 had. Ooh, played some Yu-Gi-Oh! And got frustrated again. Oh no, that can't be frustrating. Is that like a version of the card game? I'll admit I'm not very familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Aside from a man yelling the heart of the cards and something about the shadow dimension or something. So I apologize. Ooh, a hype train. Oh my god. That was cool. Oh, there's a hype chest. I don't know if I should. I guess I'll open this. No. Apparently, we got Frog Wow. I guess you guys can have this. Here you go. Have a Frog Wow. I hope this wasn't made by AI. If it is, I'm gonna throw something. I don't know. Online version of with a different. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. I'll bet my knowledge is slightly more in Magic the Gathering, but just barely. As in, I have played a card game of Magic the Gathering, and I've never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before. All right. Oh, when did that happen? I gotta fix that. Oh no, the first one? Oh, well. Speaking as a person who played Final Fantasy XIV and immediately went to Black Mage, I know your pain. Sometimes you just gotta start at the hardest stuff. Sometimes the easier stuff is too easy. You're showing your big brain strats. There we go. Plus, card applies to the player. The monster is still affected. Oh, okay. Okay. What do we work on next? I guess I could do some shade paints on this. I know the big thing I really do need to work on is on his head. Oh, hello. I have been avoiding this part, and I know I shouldn't. I know I should paint it. I know I should stop avoiding it. And I got to work. This is where I got to put my work, I think. I need to stop dodging it. I have to be a big girl and paint. I have to be a good girl and paint my mech's heads. All right, well. So we'll put this aside for now. Oh yeah, there was one other part I want to quickly paint on. This. Thank you. I mean, thankfully, it's not like anything like I can't paint it. It's more just it's just not going to be easy to paint. Hello. Hello, Nox. Did you have a good nap? Thank you for stopping by. You missed a hype train. Ah. Did I not get a lot of pigment on this? There we go. Just needs a little bit of stirring. For form again? No, you already did it. You're not supposed to do it again. I mean, thank you. I still appreciate, but stop. Stop. You already won. Speaking of Expedition 33, it is the moment. Fair. I mean, I can't deny your moments. Expedition 33 is here to back me up when I'm like best OST of the year. I hope everyone enjoys all their gift subbies and get little emotes. Most importantly, access to Sasha Bongo. That is the truly important emote. I'll have to say another part I'm dreading of this is doing the shading because like the shading of like parts like this part is fine, but like for the paneling, usually you just want to do recess. Oops, sorry. You want to do recess shading more, which means you're doing the paneling as opposed to just slapping it on everywhere and being like, let God sort it out. We'll just see where the paint. I know I'm going to also ugly cry, like, because it is strongly suspected, even if Expedition 33 doesn't win, it will be nominated for Game of the Year, which means the Game Awards does this thing where they do like a montage of all the soundtracks for the nominated games. And I 100% they're going to be like, start doing like the swell of like one of the big pieces. Like if they were to do like La Vie Tamier or something like that for Expedition 33, I'll just start crying. I'll just like, no. I was playing that today and something funny happened. I found an area that was always fall, and they left a message that said that we were going to die. So I saw that. Or a stock coming the cliffside and there's always get off and this thing that kind there should be a chromatic there, Nox. Speaking from when I did that playthrough. I know the area you're talking about. Yeah, you cross the bridge and there should be a chromatic never on there. Which are the special ones. You get down for the specials. And then there's another path. Yeah, it was a chromatic. And then if you do the side quest between the boy and the sap woman, you get access to the mountain peak of the area, which is the big boss of that area. He's not nice. He wasn't nice. You did it too? Good job. Because I think you get some, what's it called, these? Pictos off of the. He was easy. I beat him. I'm not saying I didn't, but he was mean. He turned into fog, and then he's like, "You can't attack me. I'm fog." Also, sorry for anyone here who is spoilers for Expedition 33, sorry. Which the question is, have you done? Oh, yeah. Did you find the good one yet? Well, no, you won't have found the good one yet, because that one's literally in the last dungeon. But I will say, Nox, are you enjoying Expedition 33? That is the important part. Are you enjoying the fog? Yeah, the fog is annoying. 100%. Because I'm assuming, based on what you've said, you are somewhere in Act 2. So you can weigh on in the important question, who's better, Verso or Gustav? We know Teacup's opinion on the matter. You just got the sword. Yeah, you're coming up at the end of Act 2 then. I knows where you are. I knows where you are. You fought the not the Neverons, the Axons. Gustav? Oh. Yeah. That does seem to be the consensus. Is more people like, where's Gustav? Yeah, the Axons. Visage and Seren. Or Siren. I'm not French, so nor am I Quebecois. So I'm going to say French words wrong. Merde. That's okay. There's a part of me that kind of hopes they'll be announcing, assuming Expedition 30 gets a nomination at least, I'm kind of hoping that they'll do their announcement for the DLC that they've confirmed is in the works, but I think it's too soon for it to be ready, so I can dream, but I don't want to like set my expectations too high. Especially when the likelihood is it won't be ready yet. All right, gotta put this down for a second. My fingies. No, Sasha in the playthrough she's watching, it's still in Act 1. So Verso hasn't even been introduced. Like the Verso does technically appear in Act 1, but only if you know where to look for him. Oh, you got the cheater picked out? Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Well, what is your theory if you want to? I mean, I won't tell you if you're right or wrong. I'm not going to spoil you. I will listen to your theory. I will not say yes or no, unless it's really stupid. My theory is Verso is actually dead and the area was illusion created by Mel, essentially of like a painting she made. What is your evidence for this theory? Let us go down the rabbit hole. You can't just make statements and not put up or shut up. Okay, there we go. I think I'll take care of that for now. Put that over here. She made it very clear that Mael is definitely part of the family, countless times even called her a different name. Plus, the family welcomes her into the home and a bunch of little things. Also, Verso said the vast Neveron was Verso. Ah. He did say that. Okay, I think I'm going to need a thicker brush for this. So I'll just... Because we're just laying down the brass. I'm going to be putting other colors on top. So we're going to be sloppy right now. We're going to be sloppy. We're just going to... Oh, I should have wet the brush first. Now we be sloppy. Katamari Damacy. Now, if this started playing during Expedition 33, I would have both laughed and been very confused. Hee. Yeah, I know. Da, 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 da. Yeah, imagine just, big dramatic moment of Expedition 33, Gustav is fighting Renoir, and it's like... The power of a good soundtrack is all I gotta say. Yeah, so that's my theory. Other people that are just like missing their faces, you can still talk to them as a small child. The Lord, probably like the family members are pieces. Okay. Do, 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 do. Mm. There are many names being thrown about. I will definitely agree with that. Be careful. If you say Renoir too many times, you'll summon Lenneth. Which is not bad. I would not mind a Lenneth being summoned, but... Na 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 na. Oh no. So I just had this like mental image of like Verso getting Esquier to roll up into a ball and then like just rolling Esquier over the world map of Expedition 33 with this song playing. Da, 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 da. That's what I'm imagining now. That's just running in my head. Where's the rock that makes Esquier turn into a ball? Give us the ball function. Do I have... Uh-oh. I don't have some of the paints I'm going to need to paint this face mask. Tisk tisk me. Tisk tisk. See, I bet Escape would have fun like that. He'd be like, wee! Yeah, he would. Oh, God. So, like, I don't know which mini games, but like, there's that one. There's the parkour one. the other parkour one, and then there's also the volleyball, which I didn't find during my playthrough, but I was made aware of it. I did. I did. Oh, they made me so mad. The problem is like, I think Grim mentioned it as well because he had some of the same struggles with the mini games. Is that the engine for Expedition 33 is not built for the physics that the mini games sometimes want you to have. Like it's not a platformer by any means. So when it tries to force the game into being a platformer, the limitations of the game, the limitations show, and it shows up in annoying ways. And I'm sure they were like, you know what, just get good. And it's like, no, just give me my bathing suits. I asked literally the same thing a couple days ago, and I haven't been able to find any word on it. So far, the only main merch releases from Sandfall for Expedition 33 after the game coming out has been an art book and a vinyl of the soundtrack, which are both lovely things. Don't get me wrong. I ain't complaining about those. But SKA plushie still, like, I know allegedly they're working on it, but I haven't seen it yet, and I want it. Specifically, I want 17 of them. Why 17? Shut up. I know. SKA does need a real life hug. I remember at the end of the parkour section, just got to the file where I just fake. See? That's what I'm talking about. The engine was not designed for what they wanted you to pull out for it. And that's why I got mad. Honestly, I will tell you, Nox, my strategy for a lot of the parkour sections is I played as Lune because the physics don't affect her. Because she's considered to be slightly levitating, the physics of the engine don't hit her the same way as the other characters. So I found she's a little easier to use for navigating those hard parts. You know what? You do you, boo. I mean, yeah, she's floating. She's floating. Or do you navigate as her for different reasons, Nox? This is a judgment-free space, but you know. Gun, please, you're in the way. Yeah, I agree. She does feel faster. I know she's not. They all move at the same speed, but I agree. She feels faster and she feels easier to control. Doesn't get stuck on rocks. She is very graceful. I will say the one thing I really do like about the game, in addition to everything else I really like about the game, is that the characters' animations all they make them feel very unique. Like when you see someone doing a special attack, you can generally tell, even without necessarily seeing their silhouette or whatever, like based on how they move, who they are. You're not going to be like, oh, is that CL or Lune? You generally know pretty quickly. I mean, Mael mostly because she's short, but I would say it's not that it let her up. It's more that she overcame. Hello. I can't read that, Space Wolf fan. It's more that like both for both of the axons. I don't want to get too much again because if you haven't played, I don't want to be spoiling too much. But she was no longer falling for the illusion that Siren was putting forward, and that's why she was able to get it. Hello, oh howdy, friend. Interesting, cool. Welcome on in. Happy Tuesday. How are you? I just realized I might be insensitive to say Happy Tuesday, considering today is, I don't know if it's the same name in the United States, but today in Canada, it's Remembrance Day, and it's like a kind of a veteran memorial day. I think it might be Veterans Day in the United States. I don't know. You've been learning Ukrainian again. Oh, cool. Well, you messed with me. It wouldn't work with Sasha, because Sasha can speak a little bit of Ukrainian, so she probably would have been like, meh. I am immune to your shenanigans, but I'm easy to mess with other languages. I only speak English, and I'm bad at it. That's cool. Yeah, just use Google Translate for now. Fair enough. It is Veterans Day. Okay, cool. So I know like some other countries, like a lot of other countries, like they do their own version, but it may not be today, if you know what I mean. Like they'll mark the occasion elsewhere. I want to figure out what to do. What heraldry would I put here? Maybe I should just put sun. I used to be able to speak it kind of fair enough. Fair enough. Is it just not something you've been able to practice and that you've lost a bit of it, or? If I'm asking too many questions, be free to be like, what? Why are we talking about sex? That's cool. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, that's the cross Sasha has to bear. She's got to go to work. And it means she doesn't get to hang out with cool Ukrainian people. Poor Sasha. I don't know what to do for this hat. What should I guess I could just do it red. Yeah, I'll probably just do it red. Oh, fair enough. I mean, it is not a word that breaks TOS, so you are allowed to say it. Do I have lead belcher out? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Darn. Is that another word you felt like saying? Or did you realize you don't have pizza pops? Which in case, yes, darn. You should go get pizza pops. I have, what's it called, tomorrow. I have a leftover shawarma wrap for my lunchies tomorrow, so I am excited. I'm going to put it in the air fryer, and it's going to be crispy, and I'm going to eat it. It's going to live in my tummy. Forgot to buy airbrush. Oh no, pizza pops? Yeah, you know, like pizza pops. The pops of pizza. Mm. Out of curiosity, which type of airbrush were you looking at getting? I'm not currently in the market for one. I do not have the space for both I have a space for the airbrush, obviously, it's not that much, but the compressor, I don't really have anywhere to put the compressor. So that's kind of been my big, I mean, that and also like, if you want to get a fancy one, they set you back quite a bit. But I feel like I'd have to like take some time learning airbrushing before I like commit to like the super duper model. Isn't that the Canadian pizza? You don't know what a pizza pop is, so they're like, like panzerotti, where you take a pizza and you fold it in half and it becomes a panzo. Pizza pops are like versions that are like this, like they're like a pizza this big, smushed, and they are like little half pizza filled things. They are delightful. I don't know if my hands are helping. Oh, you broke? Oh, shit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, they're not like they're called pizza pops. They're like little microwavable panzos. I feel like I should just find a picture and put it up. You know what? I'm going to find a picture. Oh, no. Well, it's still sad it happened. I don't need this tab anymore. I use my calligraphy skills. Pizza pop. Oh, shit. It is a Canadian thing. Wow. I feel bad for you. You guys don't get pizza pops. Okay, we're going to take that little screenshot. And we're going to save it. Pizza pop. Okay, let's add the source. I will share with you the wonder. Image source, image. Pizza. No problem. We're gonna not make the source immediately visible because I gotta bring this up. Here we go. So here we'll put it here. We'll put it right in the center. This is a pizza pop. Look at the glorious pizza pop. Oh my God. It is Canadian. You can see it from the picture in the corner. Ooh. You put these in the microwave or your air fryer and they are delicious. My hands. They have different flavors. They have 3 cheese, which is one of my favorite. They also have a bacon and pepperoni. There's also, I forget the other flavors because those are the 2 I buy. But pizza pops. But yeah, they're like not huge. I'm fine. Anyways. Goodbye, pizza pop. It's okay. I like them. Yeah. Yeah. Why? I don't know why Pillsbury is not giving you guys pizza pops. I sort of figured because like Pillsbury is an American brand, isn't it? I might have lived off of pizza pops during university. It's like especially like during like all night study times where it's like, you just throw them in the microwave for a few minutes. Warm dinner obtained. Is it a healthy dinner? No. Oh, what kind of frozen pizza? I usually have Dr. Ecker for my frozen pizza, but I have a lot of people telling me I should try Red Baron. I don't know if I should or not. Hello, Alosin. We're discussing frozen pizza brands. Also, we're discussing pizza pops. Do you know what a pizza pop is? Like, it seems to be that you Americans aren't getting pizza pops, and I don't know why. I don't know who you pissed off at Pillsbury not to get it. Yeah, Pillsbury is an American. That's why I'm confused. Pizza Hut personal pan frozen pizza. Holy shit, you got 48 of them for $1. That's some value. I like pineapple pizza too, Space Wolves. They're very lovely. Don't worry, you'll find no haters here. I love it. Oh, red berry is your sister's favorite. Okay. The what I've been getting recently is Papa John's has something called like I don't know what they're calling it, but it's one of the signature pizzas. And instead of tomato sauce as the base, it has barbecue sauce, and then it's got pineapple, and like bacon, and I think one other topping. I can't remember, but either way, I think that's very lovely. I like it. You monster! I'm not a monster. Knox, you're in the minority here. I haven't heard anyone other than you say pineapple is bad on pizza. You're in the minority. You're the monster. Put pineapple on your pizza. Okay, maybe Space Wolf doesn't like pineapple. But it's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. This is a safe space where you can be wrong. I don't care what the Italians say. Pineapple pizza was invented by a Canadian. It is our blasphemy and we own it. And I will eat my pineapple pizza with joy and love in my heart. Even for the people who don't like it. Don't worry. I have enough joy and love for pineapple. Oh, well, there you go, Knox. Look, you're all alone. Lonely Knox, all alone, without a pizza. Because we all got pizza, but we put pineapple on that shit. Anyway, painting. Do, 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 do. I will say, Knox, as a minor concession, Sasha agrees with you. She does not like pineapple on her pizza. Flora doesn't, though. Flora likes pineapple. The lounge is a generally pineapple on pizza eating place. What did I go to university for? My major was a field called behavioral neural computation. I will explain that if you want an explanation, but if I also just use a bunch of big words and hurt your brain, that's fine too. Do I use it in my day-to-day? No. Do they call ham and pineapple pizza Hawaiian pizza candy, or is it? It is called a Hawaiian pizza. That's the funny thing is it's called a Hawaiian pizza, but it was invented by a Canadian and has nothing to do with Hawaii. Aside from like, ooh, pineapple seems like a tropical fruit. Let's see what happens if I put it on a pizza. Oh, I guess I'm going to sell it and I have to name it. Bada, bada, bada. Again, Knox, you're allowed to be wrong. Pineapple is lovely. Yeah. Remember, with French fries, you actually need to give shout out to the Belgians. The Belgians, apparently, are the progenitor or something of French fries. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I do know that is what I hear every time I hear Shelby's commercial. They go, shout out to the Belgians. And I say, sure, okay. We're shouting them out. Wow, the music just did another whiplash again. A little kind of room credit for the Italians. They also believe chicken is a blank. That's the thing, is like, yes, if you want a quote unquote traditional Italian pizza, like, sure, fine. Like, have your, I think it's like margarita pizza or whatever with like the basil and the mozzarella and all that. Sure. And those are lovely too, if you're in the right mood for it. But like, ultimately, like, even traditional Italian dishes made by Italians shifted when they came to the quote unquote the new world. Like, the big thing is like chicken parmesan didn't exist until Italian settlers came to North America and realized they could not get eggplant easily. So, which is usually what they made the Parmesan with, eggplant Parmesan. So they're like, okay, what can we get easy access to? And at that time, it was chicken. So they started making chicken Parmesan rather than eggplant Parmesan. So food shifts. It does it. Eggplant on pizza. I'm down with eggplant on pizza. If only because like I've had like a hot Italian sandwich, like an eggplant Parmesan, which is basically like tomato sauce, bread, I think it would work. Something I really did like on pizza for a while, it used more of an Alfredo sauce base, was artichoke hearts. I really liked that. I had a bit of a phase where I was like, that was all I was eating. So I would say, you know what? Let your heart guide you about what you put on pizza. Except anchovies. Don't put anchovies on pizza. Don't. It's too salty. Too much salt. No, thank you. That's a no. That's a no from me. Thank you. You can't tell me what to do. I mean, true. Or if they try to tell you what to do, you could be like, no, I do not have to listen to the Italians. I am definitely going to invade. Well, no, I guess the Vatican is separate from Italy, isn't it? Technically. But never mind. I take it back. Black olives and mushrooms. I'll be honest, Teacup, one I will have to disagree with you on, if only because I really do not like olives at all. Like both black or green, I do not like olives. I will not tolerate them anywhere. Which is annoying because I otherwise like Greek salads, but it's like, could you like burn the olives from orbit before you serve it to me? Thank you. And I like olive oil, so go fig. Yeah, teach their own. Except for people who don't like pineapple on pizza, like Knox. Hee. I mean, what? I'm not judging. What? What? Olives are odd, like but not the other. Yeah, like I mean, I do like olive oil. I think that it's a very like it's unfortunately stupidly expensive now, but I really do enjoy it more than other oils, except for like sometimes like well placed sesame is it's better. But anyways, okay, I'm just gonna do that and I'm gonna put you down for black. Fair enough. I do not know the difference between the two, other than I don't like either of them. I feel like black olives have a stronger flavor, but I could be wrong on that. It's been a long time since I've had either because I don't like them. So it's not like I keep tasting them to find out if I still like it, dislike them, or anything, right? Okay. Please excuse me uno momento. I realized a couple of the paints that I want to use are not here, and I have to go get them out of my painty thingy, painty holder. Words are hard. I'll be right back. Don't do anything naughty while I'm gone, or do I remain not your mother?
No.
I return. Pent. Other pent. There we go. Problem solved. It's funny. Before I got started on stream, I was talking a bit to Grim. He was looking at my mini. He's like, "Oh, you must be done soon, right?" And I'm like, "Oh God, no! I've still got so much to do, right? So much detail work and like areas I haven't painted and stuff like that." Oh, thank you, listen. And he was just like, "What the hell? You've been working on this thing for months?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a big model. There's lots to do. Lots to do." Sorry. Sorry. You're okay. Yep, they do. They do. I mean, yes, I could just stop right now and say I'm done, but I don't want to. I've got so much more to do. What do I do with your head? What do I do with your skull? Nah, you know what? Fuck it. Paint it red. Paint it red. If I don't like it, I can paint another color later. Yeah, I think I can do some cool goggle effect. Yeah, I definitely want to do like an effect on that, but 100% agree. I want to do some nice. If I can, I might want to try and pull up like a glowing eye effect. That'd be cool to pull off if I could. But I did just need to get the base. What's it called? I gotta get the base tarnished brass down before I start layering on top of it. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba. There we go. Yeah, that's, you know what? That's not bad. It's not bad. I will live with it. Oh, sorry. It would help if I put it actually in frame. What a silly concept, being in frame. Now the question is, what color of glowing eyes do we want to do? Oh, no. 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 No, 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 no. No, no, no. No. I will not be playing Silk Song. I haven't even played Hollow Knight. What you will get is I know choices. My big plan is either when I finish Shadow Hearts 2 or the Imperial Knight, whichever comes first. My plan from there is to switch to Hades 2. I'll be playing Hades 2. That'll be my roguelike. That is my plan. So I will torture myself in that game. Mostly probably while crying because, feelings. Feelings. Yeah. As I said, my plan is to switch to it as soon as either Shadow Hearts is done or I finish this mini. I think I might end up making it a 2-week, like for Metaphor. I did it on Metaphor on Tuesdays and Fridays just because the game was so long. I've heard Hades 2 is like double the length of Hades 1, so I might make it a 2-day week, especially again, kind of like with Flora was talking about, she lost her muscle memory on Nine Souls a couple times by taking breaks, so I kind of want to avoid that problem too with Hades. I've heard, again, the game is harder than Hades 1, so. Well, yeah, but you guys are going to make me do the optional stuff, right? Right. Point is, don't worry. You will see me probably lose my shit, and it'll be during Hades 2. Hee hee. Look forward to it. Or gigging stupidly when Ben Starr inevitably shows up and I go, hee. Ben Starr is so pretty. I won't. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. Okay, honestly, yeah, I know. I've seen a few people comment that they're kind of feeling Ben Starr saturated because he's been in a lot. I don't know if it was just like if he just says yes to everything his agent hands him, but he's been a very busy boy. Yes, I have no idea about the plot of Hades 2. Don't tell me a damn thing. I did not play the game when it was in early access. I know nothing other than, yes, I know Ben Starr's in the game, but he voices a character, but only because he announced it on his Twitter, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Ben Starr spoiled me. That hack. No, you don't. You if you start dropping spoilers, I ban you. I'm not even joking. You put a spoiler in there, I'm gonna fucking ban you. And I'll make a frowny face when I'm doing it. It'll be like, Nox, how dare you? Frowny face. Thought we were friends. I thought we had an understanding. Bros don't spoil bros. I tweet like 5 times in early access, and they give you special currency that gets removed in the full release. At the end, it's just here you go. Ah, cool. That's neat. And I'm assuming there's probably like a heat mode as well for like, this is how I make the game more hard and suffer. You still know what's going on? Well, I mean, the plot of Hades 1 is fairly straightforward. I won't go like into spoiler territory, but the idea is you're playing Zagreus, who is the son of Hades, and he wants to go to the surface. He wants to go see everybody on the surface, but he's been confined to the underworld by his mean dad. So you're basically, the idea of the roguelike runs is that you're trying to escape hell, hell. And then if you die, you get sent back to the House of Hades, which is considered to be like at the center of the underworld. And the idea is that Zagreus can keep trying because he's a god, so he's immortal. Yes, daddy issues. Also, there's Cerberus, and he's a good boy. Who was Cerberus many head pats and love and affection. All 3 heads. I mean, Nox, if your mom, and again, Alosa doesn't know anything about it. If your mom was Nyx, wouldn't you be like, damn, I have mommy issues? Teehee. Yes, you can. Yeah, I love that too. Give him presents and you can have a friendship path with the doggy, which I appreciate. Gross, Liz. I don't know what you're talking about. Nyx is hot. Sippy a drinky. Okay. Okay, that's turning out better than I thought. I'm not as angry about it. Okay, but we'll work on the pipes next. The connections. I spilled it. I didn't spill it. It's fine. Sorry. Sorry. How separated is this paint? Oh, not too bad. If you don't like, I'm about to say, if you don't like Nyx, who do you like? Listen, I'm allowed to find Nyx hot. I'm not Zagreus. Yeah. Oh, that's a very true struggle. Only 2 hands, but 3 heads. Yeah, I romanced Thanatos. I did. Oh, now it's purple. Purple forbidden tea. Still forbidden. Just purple. From what I recall, you could romance about 2 characters in that game, and you could technically romance both at the same time. But I didn't get far enough on the other persons to have that be discussed. Actually, I think I turned them down. I don't remember. I didn't romance them, point is. I romanced Thanatos because I'm a simp. So, no. I don't know if there's gonna be a Hades 3. Like, the fact that, like, for a little bit of history, Supergiant Games, what's the right way to put this? Not the right way, but Supergiant Games, Hades 2 is their first sequel. Every other game they have done have been standalone titles. And so no one expected a sequel for Hades 2, especially because, like, not that the game doesn't leave any sequel hooks, but it was relatively a cleaned up plot, if that makes sense. There wasn't anything like coming out of, and I think to some degree they intended that because they didn't know they could do a sequel. They didn't know it would hit the way it did. I do know Nox. One thing Nox is wrong about is that the Nox is an Artemis supporter, and I'm not. I did not like her in Hades 1. I'm not a fan of crit machines. Or rather, crit machines in the context of Hades, because I did find it didn't proc enough for me to like it. There we go. That little fix. There, just notice a little spot to clean up. A little spot here. I remember maybe the Hades and Achievements because of nonstop criticals. I mean, that requires a bit of luck, doesn't it? And that's, I mean, I don't know. The ones I really liked was Dionysus. I liked Dionysus. I liked all the poison. Ares was fun too. Those were the ones I went for if they showed up. It'll be interesting to see, like, I am excited to see, like, the new gods and boons, because my understanding is there are gods, like, not all the gods appeared in the first game, so get to see the new ones. Ah. Oh, this is going to be interesting to paint. Okay. Oh, okay. You haven't played the full release? Oh, okay. And I know the gods that return, I think they got their kits retooled. Like, the thing is, I'm doing my best to avoid spoilers for Hades 2, but Grimm has played it. And I think he has a few completed runs under his belt. So, like, he's told me a little bit. Like, not like anything spoiler wise, but like mostly just along the lines of, like, yep, there are new gods. Yeah, you'll probably like this retooled god or something like that. Like, keep trying to keep vague. Yeah. I remember Grimm saying something similar where it was like the different builds are more builds are viable now. Where I know, like, sometimes, like, if you get a certain, like, gods are showing up or certain, like, weapon combination plus gods, like, it's like, oh, well, you might as well start over. Your run's a little fucked. Sorry, I did it again. Waiting for when to do a video explains Hades to both itself. You could make a Hades game with a different mythology. What would it be? I mean, the easy answer would be Viking, like the whole like Norse mythology thing, because that feels like that would be another easy one. There's a lot of gods in it. You mentioned Egyptian earlier, and that one also could be fun, I think. Maybe I just want to play Mummies Alive, the video game. Hee hee. Gotcha. That's fair. And sometimes you just gotta like I don't say let the hype pass, but like I know sometimes something's been hyped too much, like I start to lose appetite for it. Like if you know what I mean. Like I recently people have been chasing me for a while. They're like, "Oh, you really need to see K-pop Demon Hunters. It's great. It's great. Oh my god, you'll love it. You'll love it." And I'm like, I mean, I guess. But I started having that like, oh, what's it called? Demand avoidance, where it's like too many people are telling me to watch this thing and now I don't want to do it. And I did eventually watch it. I watched it this weekend. And I was like, it's fine. Like, I think I'm a few years too old for it. I think if I were like 13, I would be 100% down the pipe hole, rabbit hole. Mummy's alive. I know. I know. Talking about shows that should have gotten a second season but didn't. Yeah, honestly, don't rush to chase content, Make things on your own pace. Like I know to some degree like Grimm's been after me. It's like you should really just start Hades 2. It's in its apex of popularity, but it's like, I'll get to it when I get to it. Like I'm excited to play it, don't get me wrong. I do want to play it, but at the same time it's like I'm playing because I want to play it. I'm not playing it to get views. Views would be nice. Don't get me wrong. I am streaming on Twitch. But make me think of the animated Men in Black. Oh, those were good. Oh my god. Animated Men in Black was better than the actual movie. Don't at me. Just had a bit more of the vibe, you know what I mean? So just being like, because I found like the Men in Black movie was good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but it was very comedy focused. Where I found the Men in Black TV series was better at tone shifting and was a little darker, and I liked that a little more. But clearly, you can have whatever preference you want. Yes, Alosin, I know. I remember waking up as early as you could on Saturday morning to have your Saturday morning cartoons. You get to watch your Power Rangers, your Men in Black, your X-Men, your Spider-Man, your Godzilla, and then, you'd have a glorious morning of cartoons, and then you could go about your day because, you're a kid and you can do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about chores or laundry. And that doesn't exist anymore. Saturday morning event cartoons, they don't exist no more. Oh, really? Funnily enough, I think I had the same thing, Teacup. I think I saw the movie before I saw the series. I did end up seeing the series. Yes. Also true. Also true, Alosin. I think I saw the movie before the TV series because it was one of the things where I think like my friends had seen the show and we all went to go see it in the theater. I hadn't seen the show by this point. It was off the air. It wasn't on DVD. I ended up seeing it later on DVD and it was fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, you never saw Firefly? It's pretty good. It got screwed by the network, definitely. Yeah, same here. I think that's the case for a lot of people because, I mean, let's be clear, if you saw it on TV, maybe the show wouldn't have been canceled. Yeah, it's true. I mean, like, I'll be clear. Like, I'm not necessarily going to say, like, you know, it's all ruined nowadays. Like, I miss Saturday morning cartoons, but I also like the idea that I can go fire up Netflix and watch a show at my convenience and not necessarily have to watch it at the time it airs or have to record it and then watch it later and have to fast forward the commercials. Like, I appreciate some of the advances of technology. I do not appreciate some of the artificial scarcity that has resulted because they're like, oh, the show's off Netflix and we didn't do a DVD release because physical releases don't happen anymore. So fuck you. That part I don't like. Elizabeth rant number 23. I appreciate the advance of technology, just not the advance of capitalism as it intersects with technology. Just let me watch all my shows. Like, I mean, like, I think I've talked about this with Lenneth a couple times where the whole idea, like, if you like the availability of anime compared to when I was a kid, like, I'll be honest, I couldn't even foreseen this. Like, it used to be, you know, me going to the flea market to look up VHS bootlegs with shitty fan sub translations on it, right? Way back in the day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Commercial break, run, 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 get your snackies. Or what was the one I always had was my parents telling me I can't talk until the commercial break. Like, they'd be watching a show and I'll be like, you know, if I have a question or something about, like, you know, why is Jean-Luc Picard bald or something, he'd be like, save all questions until the commercial break. Don't ask while the show's on. You don't have that night. Now you have to get people to pause. You have a question if you're stuckies. Also, remember when movie theaters were affordable? When, you know, you're a bored teenager and you're like, oh, I have $10. I'll go watch a movie. Yes. Oh, that's not nice. Yeah, that's not good. That's not nice. Whoops, sorry. I did it again. Hmm. Yeah, that is I mean, having a pirated version was not an option for me in my youngest years. If you did not see it in theaters, you waited for it on VHS. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, not life to these work. It's nice, man. I mean, I do not talk during movies. I try not to. Spaghetti. I had spaghetti for dinner tonight too. Also with a meat sauce. I think mine was ground turkey. Spaghetti. Spaghetti in my tummy. It wasn't spaghetti. It was elbow macaroni, but it was still in a bolognese sauce. Bolognese meat sauce. Meat, meat, meat. I have to keep my iron up, so I have to have meat. Expedition 33, you're back. Thank you, Anonymous. Oh, you gave one to Space Wolves fan. That's very lovely. Thank you very much, Anonymous. A lot of subs being gifted out today. I mean, on the one hand, very nice, but on the other hand, holy crap. I think that's the 11th sub that's been gifted on this day. Quite a bit. Thank you. Oops, sorry. Oh, there we go. 11th, I know. We're not even doing a subathon. I'm just painting. This is what I do every Tuesday. Here comes the drop. Sorry. I'm going to launch Hades 2 right now and see if it gives me the achievements I don't. Okay, yeah. Good luck. May you get recognition for your hard work. I know they had like cross save enabled from like pretty early on. In case people wanted to move to the Switch. Yeah. Special message. Aw, that's nice. They sent you a little extra thank you. That's nice. I like it when devs do that. When they're like, you know what? Because let's put it this way. While I didn't play the game in early access because I kind of just wanted to be able to play the complete experience, I am very appreciative of the people who did want to play it in early access because I get the benefit of all the testing that they did, right? So for those that came before, thank you for your service. I am for those that come after. Am I going to keep making Expedition 33 references? Yes. Until I get to watch the Game Awards and scream at it. Telling everyone who didn't vote for it that they're wrong. Wrong. Oh, I missed a spot. I missed a spot. Oh, well, I can fix missing the spot. Oh, for those who come after. Oh, that's going to be a little hard to get to. Oops, I did it again. Sorry. Sorry. Let's put that down for a second. I'm going to do a quick stretch. Ugh. From the way the messages were, only people. I mean, I doubt that's the case. Now, there might be some stuff that only early access people will see. But I don't think I can't imagine a studio deciding to make the true ending only available to the people who were early access. That seems like a way to piss a lot of people out. Even the achievements. Not bad. Not bad. Better than a kick in the pants. That was the phrase I was like, oh, I only got $10. I can be complaining to my parents. Oh, I only got $10 from this thing. Oh, I should have gotten more. And then my dad would be like, well, it's better than a kick in the ass. And it's like, well, yes, but whoopsie. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Oops. Sorry, camera. I didn't mean what I did. Ah! I didn't mean to do that either. It just kind of rolled out of my fingy. Yeah, I think that covers most of it. Fair enough. But you get to experience it all again, Knox. That is one thing that I've kind of commented on. I don't think I've commented on here, but like I've seen commented on before where it's like, is there a game that you enjoyed so much that if there was a way you would remove your memory of that game so you could experience it again for the first time without like to be able to see the surprises again? You know what I mean? Like, for sake of argument, if I were to start Expedition 33 again, I know the plot points that are coming. I know the foreshadowing. I know all that stuff. So, if I were to lose my memory of Expedition 33, I could re-experience those moments again, like completely fresh. To the Moon. Okay. I think I've heard you talk about that game before. I have not played it personally. I think Flora talked about the game too once to me. I can't remember. I'm just gonna scooch over. Scooch. Knox has decreed. Teacup is to play the game. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock. Hello, Cavalcadens. Happy Tuesday. How are you? To the Moon is worth playing? Okay, fair enough. We were discussing were Cavalcadens. I don't know if you were lurking earlier, but we were talking about the idea of if you could lose your memory of a game so you can experience it completely fresh, what game would you do that for? Hi. So Knox's pick was a game called To the Moon. I just lose the cap on this. I think I did. Womp womp. Oh, there it is. I found it. Woo! Much faster than the last time I lost something. That was a whole adventure. Because I know, like I'm assuming is I don't know if it's exactly like, but I remember One Shot being a bit like that. Like especially because like once you finish One Shot, the game locks up and you can't actually play it again. And it's like, no. And I had feelings. There were a lot of feelings that day. Oh, I'm doing it again. Yeah. I find the closest you can get with with a game like that is like watching someone else play it. You know what I mean? I really enjoy playing To the Moon a second time because I could keep an eye out for all the little hints. Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes that can be said as like some people I've heard say, like, say for instance, Sixth Sense for an older movie can be an enjoying rewatch, even when you know the quote unquote the Shyamalan twisty twist that's coming. Also, if you don't know the twist for Sixth Sense at this point, I'm not telling you. Rakuen? Oh, I've never heard of that game before. What's that about, Teacup? Hmm. Oh, so you watched a Let's Play of it before? So yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Sorry. I got quiet again. I'm sorry. Deep focus mode. I will say that's one thing that I have really enjoyed overall about both streaming and just being more video gamey in general is like there are so many indie games that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. Like, say for instance, One Shot was the one, or even Hades. Like, I would not have played Hades on my own because I am scared baby. I definitely needed a little bit of a push to start playing that game. It's been a few years since I played it. It's a game that hits you in the feels. Possible as Boy comes to terms with its own story by traveling with his mom to a beautiful fantasy world, ultimately helping his fellow patients find closure by walking him. Oh no. It sounds like I would cry. Like I would just cry. Yeah. It does sound very lovely, but yeah, it definitely sounds like a game with feels. No, that's true. I mean, sometimes it doesn't have to be sad also to like make you cry. Like I'm trying to think like it's been a couple times like where a game has made me cry, not because it's like so sad, but because it's like there's like such like a moment of triumph for the characters or whatever. You're just like, oh my god. Like, um, say for instance, like this is a bit of an older hit, but like, there are definitely parts of like the end, some of the endings of Chrono Trigger or like Final Fantasy VI, where it was like these are happy endings. They're objectively happy. I am crying because it's like these people deserve the world, and I'm so happy for them. Fun fact: but everybody hates people who make noise during performances in movies. That show how much she hates people doing. Fair enough. I mean, honestly, yeah. If you're in a performance, like a live performance, or like if you're in a theater or something, keep your fucking mouth shut. Or if you need to like take a phone call or something, go outside. Don't do it in the theater. Just don't. It's rude. You are in a shared space, and you have to behave like you're in a shared space. I will say that's one thing that I kind of found post COVID going to the theater is just that like it feels like every movie I go to, there's some asshat who's like on their texting on their phone, and I can just see all I can see is the fucking bright light of it in my eyes when I'm trying to watch the movie, and it's like, please, you want to have a conversation with someone, go fucking do it outside. Don't let me have my movie. I paid $1 million to sit down and watch it. Let me have it, please, please. Thank you. Oh, we can make a cartoons be violent. Yeah. I mean, that was found that kind of funny where it's like, oh my god, like it's so violent. It's like, yeah, Bugs Bunny was shooting people. Like I remember, like what's it called? Who Framed Roger Rabbit was kind of like hinted at that, like with a lot of the jokes. It's like, yeah, this stuff is it's dressed up as comedy or whatever, but it's pretty violent. Tee hee and all that. The word violent for some reason was considered a no teacup. I don't know why. Oh, and apparently Looney is also getting flagged by Automod. So, don't worry about it, I guess. Automod gonna Automod. Yeah, yeah. There was some pretty dark stuff in there. That's fine. Like, the dark can be funny. Just funny we hear like sometimes the moral panic of like, oh no, the Power Rangers are too violent. And it's like, it is no more violent than Bugs Bunny. What you talking about? Less violent than any other show out there. Because yeah, that's the thing is, yeah, it's just sparks and explosions. There's no you don't see blood, you don't see anything. Oh, Like I always found it so surprising, like in hindsight, where it's like, like I remember when Power Rangers started coming out, my parents were like, "Oh, we have to watch it with you. We have to make sure there's nothing impressionable in it. I've heard on the news it's awful." And it's like, there is not that much in it, really. Like, I think people just got, like, they just saw martial arts and like, violence. And it's like, yeah, but it's more like they gymnastics around the enemies. Like, it wasn't like punch, 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 rip out guts. Like, it wasn't Mortal Kombat by any means, I guess is the right way to put it, right? Really? I didn't know that. I've never watched the Power Rangers movie. That's funny though. Krispy Kreme donuts aren't that good. Like honestly, you could do better than a Krispy Kreme donut. I believe in you. You deserve better than Krispy Kreme donuts. You deserve good donuts. Anyway, you were a Pink Ranger. Oh, that would have been adorable. That's so cool. I think I didn't clean my brush properly. I think there's still red in this. Yeah, there's red in here. Oops. It was bad. Yeah. Well, the thing is, and I don't think I'm probably quote unquote preaching to the choir here, but the original Power Rangers was taken from a Japanese tokusatsu show. And then they basically replaced the Japanese actors when they weren't in the Power Ranger suits segments with live action actors. But then the movie was 100% new footage. They didn't use anything from a tokusatsu show. And yeah, there's snow for you today. Just flurries. Our big snow happened on Sunday. We just had flurries today. And I think that the rest of it's going to go soon. There we go. And I think like after today, like it's supposed to be like the temperature's supposed to go up and it's just going to be rain for the rest of the week. So I will say I'm a little bit annoyed because we never really had a proper fall. So like it's weird right now where it's like there's snow on the ground, but there's still leaves on the trees. Like that it's a little out of order. And this also the sad part, because all the leaves haven't come off the tree, like the snow's knocking some of them off. So now the leaves are on the ground, but they're because it's been snowing, they're not crunchy. They're just wet. And that's not a good, like I want crunchy fall leaves. Crunchy. No. Usually they go in order. Like usually you get a nice fall, all the leaves fall down, and then you get the winter. But it's all wrong. It's wrong. They broke it. Winter's broken. I want a do-over. Do-over winter, please. Nope, I'm doing it again. Yes, 100%. I want my pile of crunchy leaves. Heck, one of the pictures my parents had of me, like when I'm like one of the earliest pictures of me is literally playing in crunchy leaves. It is a formative core memory. The leaves. And I've been denied. Winter's ruined. I don't know. He was one of those kids. I did like doing that as a kid and do a giant leap on the fire hydrant. Nox. No. That is not nice. That's how people get concussions or fractured tailbones. That is naughty. I do not condone that. As a leaf jumper and not a leaf tricker, that is a no. That is naughty. Oh, you got injured. Oh, okay. I apologize. I am very sorry. I hope you weren't too badly injured. Yes, that is poopy. Don't do that. Don't disguise shit in your delicious looking leaf pile. Don't do that. And funny enough, kind of like in the same vein, a coworker told me once that when she was a kid, she saw a kid actually lose an eye because they were making snowballs. And instead of just making like a nice snowball, they actually took a chunk of ice and put it in the center of the snowball and then like formed it around it. And they threw it and it hit another kid right in the eye. And the ice shard pierced and they lost their eye. So don't do that either. Make your snowballs pure. Also, don't aim for people's faces. Aim for the center of mass. Yes. It's true. The kids kept jumping in the leaf pile and he was putting on the sidewalk for the, oh. Well, then as Chica said, put the leaves in a bag, in the paper bag. That is the purpose of the paper bag. To say, I want these leaves to be taken away. All right, I'm just checking. Yeah, that's not too bad. Oh, there's one spot I missed. Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry. I'm painting. Yes, definitely. Just have a nice time in the snow. You don't have to hurt anyone to have a good time. Or if you do, that's on you. Hmm. But then the leaves are mulchy. There we go. Put it down. Hmm. What's it? So, I mean, yeah, morality. Like yes, in a perfect world, all murder is wrong, but I will say, what was I say? I don't know if anyone here has read Kurt Vonnegut. He is an author. Hence why you read his work. And he did a book, I believe it was Cat's Cradle was the book. And he said it wasn't a crime that people murdered Jesus. It's that it was a crime that he was well connected. And I can kind of like get where he was going with that because it's like, yeah, like if like as much as I hate to say it, and to be clear, I am not condoning this. I'm giving an example. You kill a CEO, and yeah, you get a countrywide manhunt looking for you. You kill a homeless person, Do you think they would have chased him nearly as much for the exact same crime? Connections matter. Anyway, also, but just don't kill people. Just maybe don't, unless they had it coming or they owe you money. Also, don't listen to a damn thing I'm saying. Okay, painting, the thing I can do and not get in trouble for doing. Well, I could, but okay. What was I working on? Right, here we go. I do recommend, if you haven't, to read some Kurt Vonnegut. The two that I would recommend, because I've read a few of his books, is for sure Slaughterhouse-Five. That's the big one. Cat's Cradle I also really enjoyed, but it is a bit of a weird read. Just like a family owned a pig slaughterhouse that killed 2 aliens in it. Yep, you're right. As much as I did like that, that is awful. But as you said, they didn't give a shit until it was someone who was not. What was it? There was what's his name? Joker made a comment about this in The Dark Knight. The idea that there's the expected narrative. Bad things happen to ladies of the night. That is the expected narrative. Don't worry about it. But as soon as someone who is not that gets hurt, oh no, it's still the same crime. Everyone is entitled to dignity, and if you get murdered, for someone to investigate why you got murdered. But there are things like budgets, and people only give shit about certain people, and that's poopy. Oh yeah, I think I want to paint that part. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Yeah, 100%. Oof. There we go. That came out not too bad. I want to do baking, but I need chocolate chips for all my recipes. Oh, sorry, I don't have any either, Knox. Honestly, that's something I've been looking at recently, is getting a shopping list together of my holiday baking plans. And if I want to change up my recipes or anything like that, introduce something new or try something new, you know what I mean? But yeah, unfortunately, chocolate ain't cheapo. But good luck with your baking. If you figured out, if you figure out a way to get your chocolate chip, good luck with your baking. Baking is one thing you definitely notice the rise of inflation, because butter and chocolate chips, whew, expensive. Ah, oh no, I made a mistake. Well, I can fix it. We have the technology. We can fix it. I was, Jesus. That's still so much, though. Like, I think the last I checked, I could get like a 200-gram bag of like chocolate chips for like $5, and that's still like, uh. Like, I'm sure like buying a bulk probably does get you some savings. Or switching to a chocolate, like say for instance, if you normally make with dark chocolate, but then switch to a milk chocolate, that would make it cheaper too, in theory. Because it's the cocoa that's driving up the cost of chocolate. Sorry, I'm stretching. My back. My back. My old lady back. Okay. Ugh. Ugh. I haven't had any visits from feral beasts, and that makes me a little sad. Just a little bittle sad. A little bittle sad face. Okay, there's that spot I need to fix. Oh, no. That's too much water. That's a little bit of cleanup here. There we go. All better. Cocoa nibs are actually extremely cheap, but the issue is the amount of grinding you have to do by hand. Fair enough, fair enough. But who's got time for that? Knox. Oh my god, this song. Pat, do you want to be my lover? Actually, no, probably don't. That's fine. All the dance tracks coming up tonight. What's next? Captain Jack? Lol. That is not cleaned off. Or what was the other one? The Hotaway song. There we go. Okay. That's cool. Got a little wire detail there that I've just highlighted out. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna have to, I really need to bite the bullet and deal with that part at some point. Buy the big bags I need to buy in bulk. Really? Oh. Sometimes you gotta check that unit price. Ooh. Overexposed. May your unit price checking serve you well, Knox. Okay. Okay, I think I do need to start laying down some Seraphim sepia on the face parts. And then we will come back to that. Okay. All right. La da da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 da. Sorry. I'm a sucker for la la la's in a song. You don't need to know the words. You just go la la la. I like that. It's a cute little dance. I think I've used it before, but that's cute. Oh, I like that. Where's that from? Lazy yap jelly. Oh, dancing. Anyways, all right. Sepia time. But we don't shake it. We don't want bubbles. No, 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 no. We do want some water on though. I love Green Mage. He's the best of mages. Sorry. I do. I'm sorry. I apologize for doing it, and I immediately resume doing it. I am a dum dum. Sit down. Stay there. Stay there. Be good. Okay, there we go. There we go. And other spot. Roto Man in the year of our Lord 2025. Sorry. Okay. Whoop. You're good. Sorry, didn't mean to knock you there. We're doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. I'm not gonna worry about that just yet. That part taken care of. I'm gonna figure out what to do with you. What do I do? What does? You know what? I could. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to start covering this part and get it based. Man, I'd love to see these guys in concert. I don't know if they're still touring them. Oops, sorry, I'm doing it again. You know what I always find weird? People on dating apps who upload pictures of themselves with their ex. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I don't use dating apps, so. I feel like it would make me very depressed if I were to use a dating app. So I'm not. I like not being depressed, so I'm not going to do it. But I mean, I won't knock it too much. So, like, funnily enough, my sister met her husband through a dating app. Technically, it's a bit of a weird circumstance, but because my sister did go to high school with her current husband, but they had lost touch, so they reconnected through the dating app. But they already knew each other technically. Now they're happily married, and I get an adorable nephew. Win-win. I mean, it's possible sometimes, like, your best photos may sometimes be, like, either something maybe semi-professionally from an event, like a party, which, where you may go with your ex, right? Like, but at the same time, crop them out at least, right? You don't have to actually deal with them being in the picture, you know what I mean? I don't know if I was just watching a cringe compilation dating prep, and half of them were people with their exes. Maybe. Honestly, just, excuse me. I'll be honest, I've heard more bad stories about dating apps than I've heard about good stories, so. Now, I could be wrong. It could be lots of happy stories, and I just don't hear about them. But speaking of exes, lol, Scott Pilgrim. Knox, look what you did. You made my Spotify be weird. Heard you talking about exes, and it's like, Scott Pilgrim, here you go. I was like, no. Ah, the light. I'm going to go over a couple parts of this. I made a mess. I made a mess. I will say, watching a cringe compilation of anything is going to bias you because, like the same thing when you watch videos of dash cam. You know, no one's going to send you the footage of like 8 hours of peaceful driving. They send you the crashes or the weird shit. So, you want to find weird, you will find weird. Hello, Expedition 33, my beloved. Oh, it's even the Axon track. Nice. I find it funny that Scott was the evil version of her was the evil version of her evil ex, and the evil shadow is actually just her. Well, it's one thing I remember reading an interview with the writer of Scott Pilgrim, Brian Lee O'Malley, I believe is his name, and he's like, I'm surprised how many people thought Scott was the hero of Scott Pilgrim. Like, I mean, his name's in it; he's a protagonist, but he's not necessarily the hero. He is a bit of an unrepentant shit at times. And a lot of that kind of flew over people's heads. Like, let's be clear, at the start of Scott Pilgrim, he is dating a minor. He's a 23-year-old dating a 17-year-old. That is no. This is not like. And hell, the movie even opens with it. The comic book, it all opens with Scott is dating a teenager. It's not meant to be a, woo, congratulations. It's this man is a child and he is behaving like a child and he's dating a literal child. I think the movie glossed over it a little bit more just because I don't think they explicitly said his age out there, but yeah, he's a dick. He's a dicky poo. Like, the idea is that he goes through character growth over the course of the story. He becomes a better person through his relationship to what's her name? Not Ramona Flowers. Oh, it is Ramona Flowers. That is the right name. He has growth and development, and that's lovely. He does not start the books or the movie in a good place. Now, some of that is because his ex has screwed him over. Hurt people, all that jazz. But still, again, he starts the story literally dating a teenager. Anyways, Expedition 33 music. Woo, da 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 da. Give this man all the awards. It is ick, 100%. As said by his friend Kim, if your life had a face, I would punch it. I think that is a good summary of Scott. Oh, dang it! I made more of a mess. It's okay. We'll fix it. We can fix it. I still have other colors of paint. Try not to sing the lyrics. They are technically a spoiler if you know French. You hear me, Knox? Don't look it up. No spoilers. Da, 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 da. Oh, this paint's a little thick. Like you might miss. Sorry. I've definitely entered my get into deep focus, start singing mode. There we go. That's not too bad. Some sepia on top of that will be good. But first, we fix the mistakies. We fix them. Now I'm just lip syncing. A little more water. Keep the pint flowing. Pint to pint to. There we go. Oh, I gotta fix that. Fix one thing, break another. Oopsie doopsie. Oh well, still more paint to be had. Okay, there. Careful. Yeah, there we go. Do, do. Sorry. Whew. Oh, damn, it's almost, oh shit, it's almost 11. Holy crap, time flew. But I guess that's good. But I got pretty good progress, I think, today. pretty good progress today. A lot of little things, but that's good. I might try and end off there by throwing a coat of sepia down on this part here. Because I kind of like the idea of because it's kind of like the nameplate almost of like the knight, and I kind of like the idea of maybe making it look worn. And sepia will definitely do that job. What is your knight's name? I don't know. I feel like we've asked this question. I feel like I've been asked it before and I forgot. I think Sasha at one point suggested Steve, but she suggests Steve for everything. And like, not that there's anything wrong with the name Steve, but you know, it's not as bad as Kyle or Todd. I mean, I kind of just keep calling him the boy. Ooh, water drop. What should I name the boy? Oh, he's supposed to be a water fighting son. Or not water, firefighting. Fights fires. Hmm. Could incorporate that into the name. Okay, well, first things first. Okay. Sepia, there you are. He fights fire. Yeah, he fights fire with water. Yes, that is correct. Okay. Oh, it's too much, too much, too much. Spread it, spread it. I do like how that effect is coming out so far, though. Gotta say, I know not everyone's a fan of shade paint, but I do like sometimes the nice. Oh, hello, Feral Beast. Stream's almost over. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's almost over.
Oh, look at you. You're so cute. Yes, you are cute.
Here, let
Yes, you
let
are.
us see the baby. Here she is, the baby. Hi. Yeah, stream's almost over. In fact, it is over. It's 11. I should stop now. You coming up? You can at least say hello. Okay, got stuck in my sweater. There you go. Hello, yeah. It's the true star of the stream is here. It's Feral Beast. Do you want to say hello to your adoring fans? Gonna get snuggy? Say hello. Hey, yo, hey, yo. Oh, sorry, get that wire in your face. There we go. There we go. Yeah, Feral Beast is here to be like, no, mother, stop. It's time to pet me, adore me, love me. Also keep me warm because it's cold outside. Poor baby. All right. Well, it is definitely time to wrap up. I will do that. I feel bad about bringing the schedule up though, because it means you don't get to see Feral Beast no more. But all right, here we go. We can figure this out. We can figure this out. Schedule. Oh. Hi. Thank you so much for the raid, JP Go Rokit. JP Go Trokits? I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that. Hello. I apologize. I'm just in the process of wrapping up. I'm sorry. But thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. What were you working on? Let me just give you a shout out. Oh. Ah. Okay, Feral Beast left. Sorry. I'm sorry, but I'll at least do that shout out. It's true. JP. Outro kits. There we go. Oh, you're also working on minis. Oh, cool. What kind of mini were you working on? But yes, thank you. Here, I'll quickly show you. I was working on. Here, I'll just move the camera because Feral Beast left. You don't need to see my tummy. I'm working on an Imperial Knight right now. The rest of him is over in the bin. He has legs. They're over here. Brr. And he's also got a chainsword and a gun. He's got stuff and pauldrons. Ugh. But yeah, that's what I've been working on. But yeah, thank you very much for the raid. My name is Elizabeth. I am a part of the Dungeon Lounge. And yeah, we're just in the process of getting ready to raid out ourselves. I'm just going to kind of cover the schedule for the week. But Knowles from Reaper. Cool. Nice, nice. I'm not familiar with those two games, but those sound cool. I have not heard of Song of Blade and Heroes before. My knowledge, I'll admit, is mostly Warhammer. But also, hello there. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pronounce this right. Majar as Nobble. Hello. But yeah, the Dungeon Lounge is actually a shared channel, which you'll see from the schedule. I stream on Tuesdays and I do my mini painting, but there's also Flora who plays games, Grim, and Sasha. But yeah, speaking of the schedule, we'll raid with you. Yeah, we'll just bundle everyone up into one massive raid and fling them in another direction. All right, but we'll just kind of quickly get the schedule taken care of. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Flora is going to be back playing more Silk Song at 2 p.m. Eastern. Grim will be here on Thursday with the last two episodes of Dispatch, episodes 7 and 8. Find out the thrilling conclusion or maybe a cliffhanger. I don't know. No one knows. We'll find out when the last two episodes come out. I'll be back on Friday at 8 p.m. playing more Shadow Hearts 2. We're going to storm the Vatican. Yeah. We're going to go storm the Vatican in World War I. It's going to be great. No stream on Saturday. We're having a nap, have a rest, take care of yourself. And then both Grim, Flora, and myself will be back on Sunday at 2 p.m. with more Valheim. I'm going to have to go to the swamp, and I don't want to because the swamp is scary. Not as scary as the plains, but scary enough. Anyways, schedule taken care of. The usuals, we'll just get that wrapped up. Boop. Blip. Ugh, of course, I typoed. Blah, blah, blah. Ta-da. I still typoed. Why won't you be there? I can type, I promise. There you go. Social media. There. Alternatively, our Discord. Here. Finally, if you're like, what the heck is this channel? I know nothing. We have VODs. They are on YouTube. Anywho, all of that taken care of. Time to send our massive raid on to another friend. Tell them to have pizza pops. All right. Whomst is live. There's a lot of people live. Not too bad. Oh. Don't know what this is, but oh yeah, we already did that. Sorry. Thank you very much for the follow, JP Go Trockets. Thank you. I'll have to check out Stream to see what the mini was that you were painting, because I've never heard of that system before, and I'm interested to see new systems. I recently learned about one about wrestling called, I think, Rumbleverse. Either way, okay. Ah, more follows. Ah, how dare you? Thank you very much for the follow. I'm so sorry. I'm probably mispronouncing this. Please tell me how to say it correctly. Majar Azanabal. I'm sorry. I am very English. Very dumb. Anyway, raid, let's go. Remy is live, currently still playing Hollow Knight. Looks like they're not doing the speedrun anymore. It looks like they moved on to achievement farming. But yeah, let's... Bajorn. Malnir. Okay. Yes, that Rumble Slam. Thank you. I think Rumbleverse is a completely different game, but you're right. That is it. Oh, that is expensive. Nuts. Anyways, okay. We gotta go. We're ready. We're gonna go over to see Remy. Cheer them on as they work through Hollow Knight. And yeah, what is it? This is how you spell words. Boop. All right. Well, thank you so much for the raid. Get your Viking helmet on. We're going to get the raid going. Hopefully we'll see you at one of our other streams. Take care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time is for you. And off we go. Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye-bye.